Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi! As you have gathered by the thumbnail, title and such, we're going to be reacting to Lindsey Sterling, who is a violinist, dancer, and occasionally she sings. So I've been adjusting this microphone back and forth trying to figure out the best angle so that you can still see my face and somewhat the rest of my body. Not that that is important. The shared song with Emily of Evanescence, Love Goes On and On, from one of Lindsey's albums, mostly violin albums. I think it was Artemis. I'm gonna have to double check that one, but we're going to be reacting to the music video version. The song's been out for ages, but now we're up to speed with the music video. Well, we will be up to speed when we watch it. So yes, got to do eye contact in. Honestly, obviously copying, or I wouldn't say copying, but drawing visual inspiration from Amy Lee, which is a tad easier than Lindsey, considering she has a lot more complex outfits. Technically, Amy was in some form of a dress, similar material to this, transparent-ish around the shoulders, but then very birdcage styled. And Lindsey was in very modern, very medieval type of dresses, very pastel toned, soft on the eyes, but pastel toned. Let's get on with reacting now. Okay, opening scene, looks like we have Lindsey walking towards the windowway. I love her hair. Oh, that beautiful intro violin. Honestly, already her outfit is giving me either The Witcher, which I've seen a little bit of it when my dad watches it. She has like this, The Witcher a little bit, but more of, Nordic, no, not Nordic, what is it? Something to do with Irish, Gaelic, that's it. She looks like she has, Gaelic, I will put the keywords on the screen if not properly think of them, but her outfit is giving me a lot of, medieval, mixed, fairyland, wonderland, coming back to medieval and very Merlin-like outfits. All the women, the mystical women, either that will come all the way back to The Witcher, and any beautiful women who were not so psychopathic and creature-like. And as I said, besides the outfit-wise, her violin is just so beautiful. Honestly, her violin music playing, if it's safe to say this, is honestly like a music version of Amy Lee's voice. Yes, Lindsey can sing as well, but of course Amy is known for her voice and Lindsey is known for her violin. She's very pixie-like with her movements. Looks at the camera. You can just hear Amy's voice creeping in. I love how so far it's just a perfect blend of violin and Amy's harmonizing tones and the transitions back and forth, especially with editing of overlaying clips. They just complement each other so well, with Amy just harmonizing so far and the violin picking up or matching smoothly in exact tone as Amy's actual vocals that she's carrying out right now. That exhausted from playing. When I'm lost inside my heart, I can't hear the voice inside me, so I look up to the stars. we got to see with the two different outfits. Amy in her reddish dress, which is very, well, it was a cloak that she wore, but it's very, I think it was Colleen Winter Silver when she was in a red cloak padding wolves. And then there's Lindsay's pixie-like medieval related pink dress, lavenderish pink. And then there's her in that almost race car looking jumpsuit, sorry. But what my point was is two different outfits. Like I said in the beginning of this video, her transparent mesh material dress that, goes into a cage-like shape of dress based off details, not actually the shape of a cage. But it's like they're in parallel universes with each other. That dramatic tune though. Just happens to find herself in a different world, but very earthly like. Not at all mesmerizing but mortifying at the same time. And maybe it's like that's a metaphor for finding herself, finding her true purpose also. Even though it's in her head because she's still asleep in that barn-like environment. Loved the violin at the end, that high note. And then in the end she was also surrounded by the same amount of nature that Amy was. So this is my reaction to Evanescence, well more specifically Amy Lee with Lindsey Sterling. So I love the amount of nature appeal to it. It's like a regrowth of nature around Amy in that, I wouldn't say barn area like I did before, but it was very teepee, the way that native people have their homes built up in straw-like houses. I cannot think of what they're technically called. Like a very wooden bark version of an igloo. It was also giving me some barn vibes. Where Amy was in her red dress and the nature growing around her. Lindsay with her pale pinkish dress playing the violin in the woods. Then there's Amy walking through the woods with her dark dress. Doing all the singing. And of course another Lindsay in that motorcycle or whatever I said before, her race car like jumpsuit that she was wearing. That's probably not what the outfit is actually meant for, but it just looked similar in style. So it's like they were in a multi-universe? Parallel universe, my god. It's like they were in her head in a parallel universe, considering she fell asleep on the floor. It looked more like she collapsed, but fell asleep on the floor, and then when she came to, but in her head, they're moving about the woods and then stumbling upon her other self. It was also very metaphorical to, even if it was not in a direct link, but very metaphorical to Doctor Strange's multiverse, where he just kept finding different versions of himself, including the Latina I meant, America, Elzita Sanchez? I do not remember the character's surname, but the Latina who was following Doctor Strange around everywhere and trying not to get killed or kidnapped by One Division. Anyway, or Scarlet Witch specifically. Anyway, so coming back to what Lindsey was finding, just about multiple versions of herself, but there was music playing her inside that hut. That's what it's called. Music playing her and falling asleep her in a hut environment, playing her in the woods, as in actively playing as herself in the woods, and then there was her moving about the woods, confused on where she was until she stumbled upon a lookalike of her, and then of course there was two different Amy's, dark dress Amy, red dress Amy, in the hut environment with the nature growing. Like nature just always heals itself. It always regrows slightly, but then the more it grows, the more beautiful it is. Think about how love goes on, how nature just goes on, how finding yourself over and over again goes on. Whatever the overall message and storyline, all of it was all about, that was just my perspective on it all. So this was my reaction to Evanescence rephrase, Amy Lee and Lindsey Sterling's Love Goes On. Lindsey was of course violin only and a bit of dancing, and Amy Lee was vocals, obviously. So this was my reaction to said music video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you all in my future videos. Adios.